You wrote this song for who?
The artist, H.E.R.
The artist H.E.R. Okay.
Yeah. Man, I've never seen that type of money ever in my
This
life.
is the Cats and Pudding Podcast. A melting pot of pudding. And now, here's Jen.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Cats and Pudding. And I'm Jennifer DeLangio, and today we have a wonderful guest. His name is Justin Love.
Hello, hello.
Say hi, Justin. Oh, he's so cute.
Hi, everybody.
Justin is a singer, songwriter, and you
Yes.
are a two-time Grammy winner.
Yes.
So that's amazing. And we have a mutual friend, Johnny. So
Johnny,
that's
that's my
how
guy.
that's how
Love
we know
Johnny.
each other.
Yeah.
Yes. He's my son / publicist / friend. He's a great guy. I love him. So we connected through him, and he told me about you, and you're amazing. And I'd like to hear your story. So tell us a little bit about yourself. Your handsome, beautiful self.
Thank you so much. Well, first and foremost, I'm happy to be here.
Thank you. We're happy to have you.
You know, I've been doing music my entire life. I used to sing happy birthday to my entire family every time it was someone's birthday, and I have a really big family. So, I was singing happy birthday, I think, at least once a week, just about growing up. It felt like every
Would you
day.
go find somebody who was having a birthday so you could go sing it?
No, I mean, I felt like that's what my mom was setting me up to do, honestly. But
Like, what's at neighbor's house? Like, is everyone having a birthday? Can I sing it for you?
now, my mom is definitely one of my biggest inspirations because she was the one who would always sing happy birthday back in the day when, before Instagram and whatnot, it was only voicemails.
Right.
So my family members knew to not pick up the phone so that she can sing happy birthday. And I remember it was going to be my younger brother's first birthday. And I told my mom, I'm like, Mom, I was 4 years old at the time. I was like, Mom, I want to sing happy birthday to Brandon. And she was like, oh, yeah, let me hear you. So I started singing. I was cracking all over the place, like alfalfa, you know what I'm saying? But she knew I had the passion. And
Does your mom sing? She sings.
yeah, she sings really well. Yeah, she's a beautiful singer. And ever since then, I just took the torch. I just never let it down, you know? And I've been following my dreams since a very young age. I've been blessed to know this is what I'm, put on this earth to do, not only for myself, but for other artists as well. It's been one hell of a journey. And, now I'm at a point in my career where I'm able to give back, and kind of make it easier for artists like myself to not have to go through what I went through, in this music industry. Yeah,
I mean, it's a tough
absolutely.
industry.
It's not easy.
Competitive. It's ruthless. It's cutthroat. And 1 minute you're hot, the next minute you're not. There's always somebody up and coming.
Mm-hmm.
There's always somebody that you have to look behind you that are gonna, trip you down the stairs.
Exactly.
Right? And try to take your place. How did you navigate through all that? Like, when did you? Do you live in New York or?
So I'm from New Jersey.
Okay, so
I grew up in New Jersey. I made quite a name for myself in New Jersey, and then I ended up moving to Los Angeles to try to make my dreams come true. That's
by yourself? Did you go alone?
I went alone at first, and then when I got my first check from actually songwriting, from writing Focus for her, with her, man, I've never seen that type of money ever in my life.
So who did you write this? You wrote this song for who?
The artist, H.E.R.
The artist H.E.R. Okay.
Yeah. So the artist, that's her artist name is H.E.R. And the first check that I got from that, I think, was just about like $48,000. I did not know what to do with that. But actually, I lied. I knew exactly what to do with that.
You knew exactly what to do, but was it the right thing to do with that money?
The first check, I did the right thing, I think.
Okay, good.
My mom at that time, I don't know if she would enjoy hearing this. Ma, I love you so much. But she had gotten evicted 2 days before I saw that money in my account. And I basically, spent whatever I needed to spend to make sure that she was with me,
That's amazing.
So I flew her.
You're a good son.
Yeah, thank you. I flew her out. I mean, I flew everything out, the furniture, the car, anything she needed to feel good and better, you know, at the time I had a girlfriend and I was paying rent there, but I just got me and my mom a place. So I was paying 2 rents. I had a money management problem for sure, but I knew that I needed my mom.
Your mom with you.
With me and just
support.
Happier, you know.
Because that made you feel better.
Yeah,
I was able to make you have peace of mind that your mom was in a good place.
Yeah, and it also helped because, you know, LA is also very cutthroat as well.
Yep. And it's a lot. It's not like, I mean, growing up in New York and New Jersey, I mean, we have that neighborhood feel. People know each other. You grow up with the people. In LA, it's not like that. It's a lot of transient people, you know, and a lot of them aren't the best of people. Let's put it that way. They're not the best of. A lot of them don't have a great character. What should I say?
Well, what I can say about LA is that a lot of people that are in LA are just not from LA, and it's a lot of lost and broken people that go to one place to make their dreams come true. So it becomes very sharky. So if you don't know how to swim,
in shark-infested waters,
it tends to get a little difficult.
Yeah,
you know. Hence why I also moved from Los Angeles and I moved to Miami. And I was in Miami for 3 years and I did quite a number out there. And now I'm back home with my family in Jersey.
Nice.
You know?
And you're working from there now?
Yeah, I mean, I travel. I just came from Miami. Like, I landed an hour or 2 ago. I just came straight here. I'm doing like a charity toy drive out there. For Art Basel.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And are you working on anything now? On any music now?
Yeah. A lot of my music that I plan on putting out for 2024 is pretty much done already. I have about four projects to roll out. And now I actually just joined this organization. Guitars Over Guns. Shout out to Guitars Over Guns.
Guitars Over Guns.
Yeah, I will be teaching little kids how to songwrite.
Amazing.
5th and 6th graders.
Amazing.
So that's going to be like my main priority for like 2024, as well as rolling out
bringing
my music.
Those arts back into school. Because they're taking it away.
Yeah.
They took it away, which is very important.
Yeah, I think
to bring it back.
If I had some more arts in school, performing arts or just like music programs and whatnot like this one, it would have helped me get up in the morning, honestly. It would have made me want to go to school. And I think that's what kids need. They need a reason to want to go to school, and then, you know, then they can learn their curriculums and whatnot. But
I agree. They need something to open up their mind and their passion. And to get them something that they are interested in. Most kids are interested in music.
Yeah.
So that would definitely that does help with education. It's sad that they did take that, you know, a lot of they cut a lot of the music programs, you know, in especially New York, you know, and they're funding other things for the public school system, that there are other projects to put into play into the school system. And I think that music is probably something that is universal for everybody, you know, for every race, color, creed, religion, everybody loves. They all love music, right?
Music
and
heals.
That's what music heals and brings that people together. So that would make sense to bring that, incorporate that into learning, because I think that it would definitely, you know, cause a better effect than other things that are being instilled.
Yeah, because look, I was a good kid. I wasn't the best student, and I had a hard time focusing. You know, I grew up with ADHD and whatnot. A lot of creatives do grow up with something of that nature. And, you know, music always put me in one focus, in one zone.
Give you more of a tunnel vision.
Yeah,
okay.
You know. And let's just say I didn't do well in any of the other subjects. At least if I saw that I had an A+ in music, I'd have felt like,
you accomplished.
Yeah, I'd have felt like, you know, like this could be for me no matter what, which I always knew music was for me, but not everyone does.
Do you play a lot of instruments?
By ear. I'm not going to say I'm a piano player, but I can play something,
right?
You know, but I do produce. I'm a sound designer. I design sounds, you know.
And what is your favorite genre of music?
Oh, R&B all the way. I love R&B, love music, love all the way, just love, baby.
And you write, but you write for other people as well. So you do, I mean, not just for yourself, and you write for other people. So what is your main? Is it you write for others, or are you focusing on your own songwriting for your own career at this point, or
I mean,
what is your path at this point that you feel like?
if I get booked for songwriting, I get booked for songwriting, you know. I have clients that book me to help them write raps. I have clients that help me, that book me to help them, you know, write some R&B stuff. It varies, you know, but, you know, wherever the money's at, I'm there, you know what I'm saying?
And what was your first big break like? How'd that roll out for you?
I mean, honestly, I didn't, I was at a very like depressed point in my life, right? I wanted to quit music because, you know, I put out a song that I produced, I wrote, I recorded myself, I did everything on the song. Like no one helped me with that song.
How long ago was this?
That was in 2015, right? So
you were really young at that point.
I was really young.
Like 19?
Just about 18,
Wow.
19,
Okay.
you know? And, you know, I saw the song did numbers. And the team I was with at the time, you know, every time I had questions about, hey, like when are we getting paid?
Right.
Or like, how is this process supposed to work? They always navigated around the question very well. And, you know.
Well, they didn't want to pay you. That's probably what it sounds like. You know, they figured you're young, you know, you're hungry. They could get away with it with you.
And they pretty much did, you know, but it's okay. You know, like certain
It's a learning experience.
Certain lessons you just got to take on the chin and know how to move forward. You know what I'm saying? But hence that being the situation and me being as stressed about, like, I don't know if music is for me anymore, right? Because, like,
you saw
I'm
how
not
the
even
business
making
was.
money. I'm not even, like, okay, I got millions of streams, but I don't even know how to get my money. I don't know how this works, you know? I was so depressed, I took a bus to New York. I only had like $5 to my name, right? So the first bus from New Jersey to New York, you know, I just hopped it. I didn't even pay, you know? I just kicked the doors open and I got off, you know? So I still had $5.
Okay.
Then I went to the Dollar Slice pizza spot and I got 2 slices and a can of soda.
You can't get a slice of pizza anymore for $1.
Yeah, it's like $1.50 now, right? So
if not more.
Yeah, so back then it was $2.50 for 2 slices and a can of soda. So I did that. So I had $2.50 left, and you know, I really went for no reason. Like I just needed like some fresh air. I needed to walk around. I didn't really know what to do. I didn't know what I was doing. I just left. You know. I wanted to be away from everything and everyone, so that's exactly what I did. On my way back home, I guess, I was gonna take the transit, and you can't hop the transit bus. You have to pay before you get in the transit. You
that's
know?
going back to Jersey,
right?
Yeah, they don't mess with that.
Yeah, they don't play. So
no, they don't play over there.
So I was gonna spend my last few dollars on that, and you know, on the way to that bus, someone, you know, from across the street was like, Justin, I got this artist upstairs. And at first I was like, whoa. Like, I forgot I was even like an artist. He was like, yeah, man, we were at your show last week. And
so somebody recognized you and just and you just happened to bump into them.
Yeah, his name is Jason Hovde, and he works for her. He works for that team and whatnot. And you know, at that point, I would have worked with the mailman. You feel me? Like, it didn't matter who you were. Like
we wanted to create.
Yeah. So I went upstairs, and there she was, just like playing the piano. She went from the piano to the guitar, from the guitar to the bass. I'm like, oh, this is amazing, you know? Because growing up, I was never really around like-minded individuals like myself that were into music the way I was. So I was always creating artists. Like I'd be like, yo, you'd be a dope artist. Come to my house. And I would like use them as practice and teach them how to, you know, either write or record or like just rap or sing, you know? And
you would help them like create their persona, basically.
Yeah, and I would do that from scratch. Like I always had a blank canvas. So like I never had an artist that can actually do this and does this for real. And that was my first experience, you know, working with someone as talented as her. And yeah, man,
Have you been working with her since? I mean, how many have you written other songs for her?
No. That situation kind of was like a one-off situation.
But it opened doors for you for other situations.
Oh, it did, and I'm super blessed to be able to say so. You know, I'm thankful for that.
Can you sing a verse to a song that you're writing now, or something that's close to your heart? I'd like to hear you sing.
Yeah, I got you. This is one of my favorite songs that I have, actually, and it's called Jealous, so I'll sing a little bit of it. Girl, I'm sick of the wind brushing your hair, how I brush it. Dum, dum. And I hate how you popping all on the gram, but I love it. I'm so sick of love, girl, but I want you now. I want you. I'm so sick of you, but I'm ready to flaunt you now. Yeah.
Amazing. We didn't know we had a musical version to the show. That's amazing. You have a beautiful voice.
Thank you so much.
And you wrote that song.
Yeah.
What was your inspiration for that song? Like I always wonder, like, certain, when you listen to a lyric or you listen to a song, like where that would come from. I mean, a lot of people like Taylor Swift, everything is from a breakup. And I feel like she just breaks up with people just so she could write a song. Like that's what she, like, you know, let me date somebody.
That's a musician thing, though. That's a music. We do that sometimes.
So that I can write a hit song.
that is no joke. But Jealous is just about a time period where I used to be very jealous, you know. Like I love hard, and I just want to be with my lady 24/7. And it wasn't necessarily me being jealous of another man. It's just me jealous of anything having more time with her than me, like just like the wind, or just her job, or just anything else that has anything to do with not me.
So basically, you want her to pay attention only to you?
Yeah.
You're just like every other man in the world. As sensitive as you are, you're just the same way.
Right.
It's so funny. Are you married? You're engaged or living together?
I'm not married or engaged or anything like that.
But this is the one, you think?
I do have a special person, and I could see myself, you know, doing forever with her. So.
That's amazing.
I'm excited.
You're an exceptional case for somebody 27 these days, because usually lately people don't decide to get married and have children until way into their 30s.
I don't really like, you know, where this generation is headed in terms of love and relationships. I think,
and family values.
And family values. That's a big one, you know.
You know, that's what societies are built on, is family. You know, and I think a lot, and that's pretty inspirational to hear somebody your age say that, because it's very important to have family, because that's what binds a society together. And you know, and I feel like so many things that are going on in this world now, it's like they're trying to rip the family apart, but that's the basis of it.
It's important to have your family. I mean, the thing about family is like,
that's your tribe. It's your identity.
Yeah,
right?
And not only that, but like, you know,
and support system.
I have my accolades. You have your accolades. You know, we all have our accolades. And, you know, when you're out and you're meeting people, they look at you for what you're worth, and they equate that to your accolades.
Right.
Your family doesn't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. And they love you. They just love you unconditionally. Most of them.
Yeah, and you know, it's just very easy for this generation to get lost in that, you know, hole of thinking they can do everything themselves without everyone, and you just can't do it wholehearted without your family.
And that, you know what, that's a really breath of fresh air, somebody of your generation saying that, because it seems that in this generation, it seems like they almost want you to isolate yourself between the phone, between the video games, between just doing everything by even going outside. It's hard to get kids to even go outside. Like when I was a kid, I was outside. I would come home, I would get up, I'd be out all day long, and I would never see my parents until I either came home, only if I was hungry or thirsty, or I got hurt. That was the only one time I went home. That was it. Hungry, thirsty, or I lost an appendage. Otherwise I would never be home. And I would be like, and I see the kids today, you know, they're like it's like isolation all the time, no matter what they do. And it's nice to hear that somebody of your age to even recognize that and to see that, you know, maybe your music will inspire the next generation to be, you know, to see that, to see those values and to see that, you know, that way of thinking, that's really great.
I think
it's amazing.
I think right now it's important for me to just get that message across through my music. I think, you know, in growing up and adulting, I'm realizing the importance of, you know, being someone that people listen to and respect and idolize. And I think, you know, with us holding that, being in that seat, we have a lot of responsibility.
You have a lot of power,
and
then, you know, it's like looking up to praising to a God, basically. I mean, think about that when you listen to these people that are singers and actors. You know, you want to set a good message across, because it can become very narcissistic and very, you know, me. But you know, if you have, you know, you have a great attitude, because you sound very that you want to spread the, you know, your message. Like you want to say that family is important, you know, for helping other people is important, and it is important because it does come back to you.
There are songs that I do have that I do regret putting out, but that's part of my legacy and growth.
Well, it's a part of growing up too. You know, nobody does anything perfect.
Guaranteed.
And that was part of your journey that you needed to go through to get where you are. Right? There's always a road you have to take to get to another road, to get to the end of the road, to start going out on the road again.
I love that song, by the way.
It's a good song.
End of the road. And I can't. Yeah, I love that song.
So what do you feel? So what do you think that what would be the next thing that you would want to accomplish? I know you've done singing, you've done songwriting, you've won 2 Grammys. How is that to win a Grammy? Like, what do you do with the Grammys? You put like candy in it. You like look at it. You dust it. Where is it? Where is it in your house right now?
So basically,
and that was for songwriting.
Yeah, it's for songwriting.
Okay.
Yeah, it
that's
was for
amazing.
Songwriting. So
not even to have 1 Grammy, you have 2. Yeah. Who has Grammys? Right. I mean, it's not like, hey, how's your Grammy doing?
It might sound crazy to a lot of people, but I don't have any of my awards. I don't.
Your mother has them?
No. Well, actually, she does. Yeah, she has like my certificates and medals and stuff like that. I don't like seeing them, you know.
I mean, I would have that like center stage of my house, like under lights. It would have their own cabinet.
It's different for me, you know. Sometimes we have our own inner battles, and we have our own way of, you know, continuing the job.
Right.
You know, and I feel like if I see that, it'll get me a little comfortable. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good way to think.
And I'm not in a position to
get comfortable.
I'm not.
You don't want to say, I got 2 Grammys. I don't have to do anything anymore.
I'm blessed. I'm thankful. I know I have it.
You should put them out anyway.
Yeah.
Are they heavy?
Yeah. Yeah, they are heavy.
I've touched an Oscar before. I've held an Oscar before. I know somebody. I don't want to say, but I've touched that. Then they're pretty heavy. So
we've gotten.
What does it feel like?
We got a Soul Train Award too. You know, and a bunch of plaques. You know, I used to have the plaques up. I used to, you know, see all that stuff, and I don't know. I just feel like
But you should still have a wall, you know?
Yeah.
You should still have that.
My only issue is that I was moving around a lot. I was doing a lot of bouncing around, and like it was hard to just. I was never in a stable.
Right, you didn't want to keep it in like the kitchen cabinet.
Yeah,
it's my Grammy. Like, there's a cup. It's right next to the Grammy over there. I got you.
That's funny, yeah. But like
Can you send me a picture of it? I want to see it.
Yeah, no, I got you for sure. Oh yeah, but It was an experience. My mom was my date, actually. I took my mom.
And what year was this?
2018.
Wow. So both of them for the same song?
Same song. Well, project. Yeah, the entire project.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
For her.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's amazing. That's like such an accomplishment at such a young age. So
yeah.
you should feel really, like if I don't want to say God forbid, if you died tomorrow, you could say,
Yeah.
well, you know what else is there at this point? But there is a lot more. So there is a lot more,
There's
which
so much more.
know that because if there's other things that are closer to you that you want to do, family, right? Maybe get married one day.
Mm-hmm.
You want kids?
I'd love to. Yeah, I love kids. I do want kids. I want kids pretty soon, actually.
You do. You better tell you. You better. He wants kids, so you better be ready. Well, you want a lot of kids?
I mean, I wouldn't mind if I could. I mean,
they're expensive.
They are expensive. So if I could give them the life that they deserve, absolutely. I wouldn't get too ahead of myself. But
you know what the best thing to give to a kid? You'll love their mother.
Yeah,
that's the best thing, to love each other. When kids come out of a loving home, it's just the best thing in the world. No money could ever buy that. I mean, of course, money helps, but it's not everything. It's that love that you have for each other.
So
you want to know why I call it cats and pudding? Yeah. Everybody wants to know that.
I want to know.
So basically, it came out in a conversation because we were talking about when we were just developing the podcast, I was like, I can't believe what my life has turned into. I went from, like you, I was out, I was in the public, parties, vacations, and now it's me home at night, petting my cats,
and eating
pudding out of a pot, like a hot pudding out of a pot. And I go, what happened to me? So basically, hot, right out of the pot. Yeah, I get it off the stove, and I put it my significant other brings it to me, and I'm sitting there with a hot pot and the hot pudding, eating it out of the pot. That's what my life has become.
I've had pudding hot.
It's delicious. It's the best thing. Mighty fine chocolate pudding, hot, is delicious. I eat it right, but then I eat the rest of it when it cools off too. So that's my life. So we called the show Cats and Pudding because the show is about cats and pudding. It's from everything from cats to pudding.
And you're Italian.
Very. Yeah, how could you tell?
I could tell. I could tell.
Because I talk with my hands.
No, my grandpa's Italian, actually.
Is he Italian or Sicilian?
No, he's Italian. He's definitely Italian.
Well, I'm Sicilian, but it's the same thing. But Sicilians will say we're Sicilian because we're Southern Italy. So, but
he's big on his meatballs and his sauce.
We love our balls. That's
right.
We definitely love our balls. Yeah. So what is next for you? What are you doing this? So this week, what would be an event you would go to this week?
Oh, so this week, I mean, I don't know exactly when this is gonna air, but as of right now, I fly back to Miami tomorrow, and I have a few events that I'm hosting for Art Basel.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so I'm doing a dinner with Taylor Port. There's this place called Pilos Tequila Garden. Shout out to Pilos. I love Pilos.
I've been there before.
Yeah.
That's in Miami.
It's in Miami, Wynwood.
Yeah.
So I'm hosting.
I have a house in Fort Lauderdale, so I go to Miami a lot. Yeah. Not as much as I used to. Again, I'm home eating pudding and petting my cats. When I was younger, I used to go there a lot.
That's hilarious. But and then the toy drive on the 10th. So I'm performing with a huge choir. It's gonna be Miami's biggest choir they've ever seen.
That's amazing.
We already have almost 700 RSVPs. And we plan on.
I want to come to one of your events because I'm in Florida once a month. So the next time I'll take a night away from my cats and my pudding, and I'll come.
Yeah, I do a lot of positive things. You know what I'm saying?
I like that. You're a very positive person. You got a good aura about you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're good, and you're an old soul.
Yes.
Definitely an old soul.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up with. My family, for the most part, no one was like my age. Everybody was older. And I take from them. And, they had kids, and their kids are obviously a lot younger. Right. So I'm like the awkward in between. I can't hang out with the older ones when they want to go out.
So right? Did you sit at the kids' table or at the adults' table?
No, I was at the kids' table. I had to be the...
Were you like the referee at the kids' table?
Yeah, exactly. That's
like,
exactly
just
what I
put
was.
Justin over there. Let him go sit at the kids' table. Aw. Well, you're not at the kids' table anymore.
No.
But it is fun at the kids' table.
It was. Sometimes.
And I bet you they all like, look, Uncle Justin. They love you, right? I'm sure.
Yeah.
You're probably a lot of fun with them.
Oh yeah.
Oh. Do you have any brothers or sisters?
I actually have a new younger brother now.
Oh, no.
Yeah, by the name of Sebastian.
Beautiful.
Yeah, but I have a younger brother named Brandon as well. He is 24. Yeah.
And you see them all the time? You close?
Every so often. Well, my the youngest one is 9, 10 months.
Aw, that's so cute.
Yeah.
Aw, that's beautiful.
I haven't met him yet. You know, my parents aren't necessarily together. My dad lives in Connecticut, and it gets hard trying to just like meet up and whatnot. But yeah, I'm excited to meet my little brother.
So cute. Aw.
Yeah.
That'll probably inspire you to want to get married and maybe have a baby soon.
Look, I'm a family man. I'm ready for it.
I love it. I love you, Justin. You are so
you too.
cute. You're adorable.
Thank you.
I'm so glad you came on my show today.
I'm happy.
I had a great time. I love to hear your story. You're amazing. You're an amazing gentleman. You're an
Thank you so
amazing
much.
guy.
You're
Welcome.
amazing.
Thank you. Keep talking. Keep
You're
telling me how
amazing.
amazing I am. Thank you.
You're beautiful. I love your hair.
Oh, I love it too. But thank you. That's my best asset is my hair. Well, one of them anyway. So everybody, thank you so much for tuning into Cats and Pudding. And I want to thank my friend Justin here for being here. And please watch us on YouTube, Apple, and Spotify. And watch the whole video, not just the short. Have a great day, everybody.